Now I have to make up a lie for why I can't come and sit.
Oh, no. Actually, I got to stand right here in the back.
Because I don't want to.
That's you should have said it like it is
That's
a big
so
thing.
funny.
And just
Ooh, actually, I have to not do that.
yeah, no. I got to be standing right where I'm at right now.
No explanation.
Oh, dude, I would.
Dude, I would
if I wasn't
love
I wasn't standing right here. I totally would.
If I didn't want to, I definitely would.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in love.
Hot, steamy day, Timothy.
It is so hot.
Welcome to the bayou of New York City.
It's 100 degrees.
It is actually.
That's no hyperbole.
It hit hundo.
100 degrees in New York.
It's dropped. It says 97 now.
Oh, thank Christ. On my walk over here, it was a cool hunch.
God damn.
Felt
it was
like 102
yesterday,
though.
yeah, I saw it felt like 103 at one point, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
it feels way worse than that, actually. I'd like to take issue with it.
Everyone is on the train over here. I'm looking around, and people are like, everyone's. You can tell people are like checking their own pulse and shit. Everyone's about to die.
People are pulling out like astronaut food type rations
and just like dumping Gatorade on each other like they just won the Super Bowl. Like people are dying out here too much.
It's so bad. I tried to go for a jog today, and because I went for one when it was like 92. But here's the thing: the sun had set the other day.
That's way different.
I just went out today, and then I ended up running along the side of buildings like I was like a robber in a cartoon.
Yeah, dude.
You're kind of trying to stay in the shade.
Lizzie left to go run. She came back literally 4 minutes later. She
Yeah.
goes, I just can't. And I don't blame her. I don't want her to die.
No, it's like
Trying to get 3 miles in, not worth it.
It kind of feels good if you get like a 2-mile run in. You're like, I just sweat enough.
You're sopping. I'm sopping wet right now.
Yeah, well, you wore kind of a knit, like a thick ass shirt.
I know, but I thought shorts would even it out.
You go, I'm wearing shorts, so I can wear a winter coat up top.
Well, I'm going shorts and like Birks.
Dude, how gross are those right now?
Oh, they stink.
You can't go closed-toed Birks in the hundo degrees.
Tom, when's the last time it was a hunch?
Yeah,
This is unprecedented.
I think closed-toed Birks in anything like over 70 are going to smell, right?
Well, I mean, Birks in general, they're going to stink.
But
Feet
get some of these guys.
See, but then I'm not into like the Jesus look.
You're in Queens now. Wow, you're better than us. If you were still over here in Bushwick, you'd be just fine with these.
What? Is that a Schwick look?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't think
but
that's
it's
a
kind
Schwick.
of, I don't know. You see a lot of guys that look like Jesus.
Oh, true. Yeah, no.
How Jesus was portrayed in the media. Obviously not
so
how
a bunch of black
guys. Yeah. No, in the media.
No, I was saying what Jesus actually looked like. Because we're, speaking of being woke cucks, we voted and it worked.
Yes. Well, it didn't work for me, but it did work for Tim.
Well, yeah. Well, you voted for Cuomo.
I wrote in J.D. Vance, actually, for mayor of New York City.
I heard that he wasn't even running, but he got like 32% of the vote.
That was mostly from me. Yeah.
Tom and his friends.
You didn't know I put out a little
Tom's
plug
been
at the
known
end
to make
of
a dummy account.
Yeah, and I put out a little plug at the end of the episode last week. And so the roommates came out and voted for JD, yeah.
What the hell?
I said, now that Tim's gone, let's talk JD Vance for mayor of New York City. I just don't think he has enough power yet, you know?
Oh, he's one of those guys that just gets all the votes because he's so good looking. Nobody even cares what his
right, we all just want to see the
stance
hog.
is.
Yeah.
Everybody's going, what a cool looking face that guy's got.
And he seems cool, like a chill vibe.
Fun
Man,
guy.
I was doing like a man on the street show the other day,
Yeah.
and they asked if I could open palm slap someone. Who would it be? And I said JD Vance, and I think they're gonna cut it because they're like, we can't threaten the vice president.
Oh, that's kind of a fair point.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's a slap.
Slap's not going to do anything. It is violence against I guess the VP.
It's the VP.
Yeah, maybe you could slap him on the ass.
Someone threw a shoe at George Bush.
Yeah, he dodged it though.
Yeah, that was so cool.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, it was like,
And then he like dodged it and kind
What
of
a
popped back up.
whimsical
Like, what
time.
else you got?
yeah, he was laughing.
What else you got, dude?
Damn.
That was a whimsical time. You know what I was thinking? Boy, wasn't it such a simpler time like peak COVID?
Yeah.
Remember peak COVID?
Oh, it was the best time of my
how
life.
chaotic it felt, but it was actually a pretty peaceful time. We're living in the chaos.
Well, yeah,
right
it's
now.
like no, that wasn't chaos.
That
at
was
all.
nothing.
It was actually pretty
chill. I didn't even
chill.
know
It was
who
like
the president was
lockdown.
at that point. Oh, it was Trump.
It was Trump.
Of course, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
God
dude.
damn it! Stop ruining
You're
our
just
lives.
putting together that Trump's bad. Wait a second. Every
Wait.
time shit's been bad, that guy's been up to something.
Oh, you saw him say "fuck" to a reporter the other day?
No.
That was hilarious.
What in what context?
He was walking out to, I guess, Helicopter Force One, and some whatever.
That's fun.
Reporters
Chopper
were like,
Force One.
"President Trump, do you have the blah blah blah?"
How do they get out there? Right next to the chopper. They always are doing that.
I would imagine there's some sort of like press area.
I know, but how did that become a regular place to try to interview someone?
'Cause I
you're
bet it
under the
looks cool.
loudest thing in the world.
I bet it
that
looks,
is
it,
what
I bet
it
it
is.
looks kind of sick.
It is. It's all about the clips. It's attention
it's Clip
grabbing.
City. Because I bet if you say something cool and then you're walking to the helicopter, you're kind of
Yeah.
like, that ruled.
That's sick. Yeah.
You know, because your back's to them.
your toupee
Helicopter's
is flying
right there.
everywhere.
Yeah, your hair is 9 feet long.
Yeah.
It's just like he does it like a swirl, like like a
It's like a turban.
how you do like an ice cream cone.
Sure. Yeah.
He kind of wraps it around.
It just starts in the middle. and
Yes,
it's-
a
yeah.
truly ridiculous look. But anywho, they were like, "Well, what happened with Iran and Iraq?" Because he was like, he announced his big ceasefire, and then they immediately started bombing each
I was
other.
gonna bring that up.
Which is
One of the
so
crazier moves. I mean,
funny.
he's like a. It's just like
so funny.
I don't know what the analogy is, but it's like, hey, the fight's over. As like, it's the person who says like next goal wins after they score in like a pickup game, or whatever,
right.
You know,
Or like as they shoot it.
yeah.
Next person who scores wins. Shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then it was like
War's
no,
over.
No one
War's
agreed to
over.
that.
Drops bombs.
No,
then-
we're done. Done.
And now we're done. Quitsies.
Done.
I said quitsies.
Done. Everybody has to quit. I called it. I
called
called it.
quitsies.
He pretty much does. I called it.
Yeah.
That's what his whole
Yeah.
presidential campaign is. Called it.
Called it.
He tried to get a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, and they were like, "Nah."
And they're like, yeah, no, God, but that's hilarious. They're like, yeah, he called for a ceasefire, and then the next sentence was, "There's been no comment from Netanyahu
From
yet."
anybody.
Yeah.
Because he was literally on the phone ordering missile strikes. It's so funny. But anywho, he was talking to these reporters, and he goes, "Yeah, these people have been fighting for so long, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing."
Whoa.
Then walked right onto the. I was
Damn.
wondering. I wonder if a president's ever said "fuck" like out like that.
I don't know.
Remember when Obama wore a tan suit?
Yeah, and they got pissed.
People were pissed.
Yeah. Well, I think they were mad about other things.
Tan suit. I think they were
I
mad
think
at his
even
tan
his skin wasn't tan. Damn, I went the other way.
It's a pretty tan skin.
I guess it's tan. It's not tan.
I mean, it is tan.
Trump is tanned.
tanned.
Spray
yeah.
tanned.
Spray tan.
Yeah.
Spray oranged.
Yeah.
Agent orange.
He should wear a spray tan suit. Come on.
Come on now. Fully naked, they just spray a suit on him. I was
Yeah.
like, pretty sure that's his dick.
Whew, wow, that is ugly.
Since when his suits have belly buttons?
Fitting suit. Big ass belly button, probably.
You know it's deep.
Oh man, but yeah, we're doing okay. Zoran got elected. That's kind of fun. We'll
Got
see.
elected. We'll
you
see.
know, I got a lot of hate on the internet for that. I don't. People are just so scared of a guy. You
I know, it's like, give a guy a shot. We know what the other side was going to do.
yeah, it's like Cuomo. I mean, it's funny when it's like, well, it's versus a sex predator.
Yeah, it's like we know he's just going to grab a bunch of women when they don't want him to.
Yeah, let's see if this guy doesn't do that first.
What if he doesn't do that?
That would be tight.
I'm just happy that a guy ran on a platform of like at least attempting to help people.
Yeah,
Who knows if he'll be able to pull it off? But let's give him a shot.
I would love to.
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah,
Bunch of comedians endorsed him.
And that's how I know he's the most well-informed.
He's
candidate.
the one. I said,
did-
Stavi said
immediately after the election, like 3 of the smartest people I know talked to me about all of his plans.
Why it won't work.
And I was like, shut up.
God, well, who else?
I still stand by like Cuomo.
I'm gonna vote for
Is
Cuomo.
not gonna. I'm not gonna do that.
But
I
here's
would
the
rather
thing:
not
like,
vote.
none of his policies are really going to affect my life anyway.
Almost no policies done by any government employee.
He was like,
affects
"The
my
bus
life."
is free." I'm like, I avoid the bus like the plague.
Yeah, I've never even.
Child care is
looked
free.
at a bus.
I avoid having a kid like the plague.
You avoid claiming your children.
I got a couple out there,
They're desperately
and they're pissed.
waiting to get this Patreon started.
like
Then
that.
we're gonna maybe if you would agree to allow your children to work at the ages of 6 and 8, they could run the Patreon.
You know what's weird is I could pretty conceivably have like a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
Like I could have a freshman.
my parents
at,
at your age, I think had a 42-year-old.
Tom,
No, I think it was 14. I think you're spot
I mean
on.
that's crazy. I can't imagine having my
and
kid
then like
coming in.
5 under that. Too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a 14. Those are like coming in and being an asshole to me.
Yeah,
like,
you're
no.
Like, my self-esteem is so low right
you
now.
can handle this?
I can't handle you being mean
Come
to me.
on, dude.
That's true. I never really think about that. Like a dad or mom having a bad Mentee H day, and then their kid is just mean to them, and they just want to break down and cry.
Like, I don't, and you can't tell your kid like I'm mentally weak.
I am gonna cry.
You're hurting me very deeply right now, Tim Jr.
I feel like you're projecting a little bit.
Would you name a kid? I think that's the most. I don't think people get enough heat. That's one of the most narcissistic things you can do.
Yeah, except when it's like a family name, then I think you do feel pressure to like keep it alive.
But I mean, the first one. If you're a third,
tough.
You kind of have to keep it going.
Yeah,
Junior.
I kind of like I like a skipping around from like uncle, aunt. Now
where everybody gets a little
name you
juice.
after this. Yeah, so it's like there's like names like like my sister Liz is named Mary Elizabeth, and that's kind of after a couple Marys in the family.
Sure. Also the Virgin Mary.
And the Virgin Mary, Mother of God.
Pretty Catholic.
Pray for us sinners now at the hour of our death. Amen.
My mom's name is Tricia. She went with Patricia. My mom's name is Patricia. She named her,
I was like, I swear your mom's name is Patricia.
She named Tricia.
Just Trisha?
Tricia.
Tough.
And then my dad's name is Dan. Well, actually, my dad's name is Danny.
Legally?
Have
we talked about that?
Birth certificate, Danny.
That is some swamp stuff. Wait, that's not even where he grew up.
He's not a swamp guy.
Where did he grow up?
In New York.
That is fucked up.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Danny.
God.
Danny. Birth certificate, Danny.
Just illuminating options.
And then they
try going by Daniel, I swear.
My sister's middle name is Danielle. My brother's middle name is Daniel.
Okay. So he's not even named after anyone.
Not creative folk.
Not creative at all. Tim
I know.
Smith.
Tim Smith. Timothy Michael. They just flip through the Bible.
Tim Mike Smith.
I don't know. Let's baptize him 3 times. Drop a couple of names on him. He'll be fine.
Give him a new one each time.
He'll be all right. Didn't work.
God damn. Hey, wait. We got to do the plugs up top.
We missed that
forgot to do that. Yeah. But now that we have you guys reeled in at minute 15, leave a comment on YouTube and like and subscribe there, and come see our asses on the road. I mostly need to do this just in case we have listeners in Tampa. Ticket sales, honestly, could not be lower for Tampa, and it's tonight, and tomorrow and Saturday, and I dare you to find a show with less tickets purchased. So buy some. Buy a bunch. Like
you don't even have to use them, but just buy them. He's on a door
actually
deal.
Don't come. It'll be embarrassing if you show up.
How many are we looking at?
I'm not saying that on the pod.
I know. I was going to see if you.
There's like the two early shows will be fine. But the late shows and the Thursday show are gonna. Yeah, it's gonna. I just hope they have a lot of people who will claim the free tickets they're offering.
Hey, well, sometimes that's you know what that's called?
Papering the room.
No, that's called an opportunity
for new fans.
Those are opportunities for new fans.
Yeah, in a very Republican area of the suburbs of Tampa, Florida.
Well,
they're gonna love me.
Obviously, love the pod.
I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna go. Can we get a big fuck Zoran? And they go, yeah! We don't know how to say that.
They're also gonna be like, we have no idea who that is. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's all over Fox.
They're making making a big scarecrow out of
they
him.
just elected a terrorist.
They go, oh my god, he hates America.
He hates fucking America.
Yeah, so
he had a rap album come out, so he can't hate America too much.
That's true. And then a New York show just went on sale July 17th, and Minneapolis and Austin and Dallas and Houston and Tyler, Texas and DC. And Tim, where will you be? And then we'll go back to the pod.
I think you're saying too many things.
Well, it's just in case because then the people will hear their city and they go,
one person blanks out and then they go, holy crap, Tyler,
DC.
Texas?
Yeah.
I heard a friend of mine from Tampa said that he was great.
Yeah. Remember,
you got to talk about Pine Cove.
Didn't know him first. I have it on my reminders.
And you got to let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of pumped about that.
I will. If you don't hear from me, just don't follow up.
Yeah, I'm going to follow up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how big Tyler, Texas is. It can't be that big.
It's tiny.
I think Pine Cove is like a big draw. It's Pine Cove and then it's Tom Bree.
All right, that's big.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to call in a bomb threat to Pine Cove that
Absolutely. Week, so. Let's say I'm going to be in Albany. I'm going to be in Denver. I'm going to be in the only one I give a hoot about is New Orleans Sports Drink.
Yeah. Oh, July 26th.
July 26th. 2 shows.
Awesome,
got a boatload of buddies coming down. We got New York pigs and we got Chicago pigs. And then we're going to have some local pigs.
I got to break the news to the pod. I won't be at Tim's wedding, you guys.
Tough look for
Well, I
Tom
had it.
there.
You know, no, that's not a tough look from me. You told us 12 hours in advance.
Yeah, and you're the only one that didn't make it.
That's not true.
Everybody
I
else is
know
gonna be
that's
there.
not true.
Well, I'm getting a bunch of texts from people
Well,
saying, yep,
I'm
going
to convince some people not to go now.
You better not. You better not.
If any of you are thinking of going to Tim's wedding, don't.
Don't.
Actually, please show up. That'd be sick.
It's going to be so
And they go,
fun.
Tim, you invited me on the pod.
And I'll go, yeah. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're like, I'm a pod listener.
I would have been a Patreon subscriber. You guys won't start one, so I showed up to your wedding instead.
You said that anybody could come on the pod.
Here's an air fryer.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be fun.
Bring an air fryer.
We got a whole boatload of,
gonna be
New
so
York
much fun.
piggies and Chicago piggies, and they're all very fun and they're all very funny, and it's gonna be cute. Tom won't be there, but who? Hey guys, hey, look at me over here. Who gives a shit?
Not me.
Gives a flying.
I'm gonna be in Ireland and London, and
It's gonna be great.
and probably
Sorry.
staying up all night fretting.
We're gonna be in a place that actually has culture. New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
it's gonna be about this hot.
Oh, it's gonna be brutal.
Do you think it will be? Does it get this hot?
in Louisiana?
Like, but is it over 100 normal?
I mean, it can flirt with that in Louisiana. This is way abnormally.
I mean,
hot.
it feels like the ground is hotter than the air, and that
It's so I
It's
don't
a
even know
dumb
if I'm
thing
like
to say.
breathing half the time.
It
I'm
does-
like, I don't
you're
think
not.
this is air.
it also feels unhealthy.
I think
I'm
there's-
breathing in some shit.
Yeah, I think
that's
there's like a
being
fire
released
everywhere.
from the ground.
Also, it's just like it really heats up like the garbage and the piss.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
the hot garbage piss smells.
oh, New York is not where you want to be in the summer. We should have kept our place in the Hamptons. I was thinking about this on the way over
Ah,
here.
but we were losing touch with the people.
No, I know, but like, well, I mean, we could Airbnb it for the rest of the year, but just for the summer, we can sneak up there for 2 months. We could easily pod there.
Okay.
Have the fellas. I don't know why we're not doing that. Get a breeze.
Well,
Be by the water.
We sold. I mean, I don't know. Our buddy Martin Skrelly bought it from us, and we could probably still we
We
buy
flipped
it
a
back.
decent profit. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to say it wasn't the smart decision. I just
We kinda
don't know
pulled
if
a
it
Martin
was the
Shkreli
fun
on him.
decision.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
But come to New Orleans, and also, hey, folks, give us a little review on Spotify.
yeah. But mostly YouTube. We
Mostly
really need that
YouTube,
on
but just for
YouTube.
my own little guilty pleasure, give us the numbers on Spotify. I love
And-
those numbers.
And back to the show. Now we're back. Now we're back to Rifftown. I got a fun swing and a miss recently.
Yes, love it.
Swing and a miss of the week is very similar to the failed Zoran riff actually at the concert.
yes.
I got like this normal show the other night, kind of late, somewhat drunk crowd. A table reacted weirdly to something, and I asked a follow-up question. Clearly to
Reacted
one
weirdly
guy.
to something you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked a follow-up question to one guy, and this girl, like 8 feet behind him, so obviously not
A part of it.
a part of it, screamed something out that was unintelligible. I actually thought she was like foreign. I thought she wasn't speaking English.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, what's going on there? And she goes, I thought you were talking to me. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I wasn't. But sorry, and I asked him a question again. And then she answered it for him.
Love it.
And I said something about like, whatever, you're hammered. Just shut up, please. And I was trying to close. And she goes,
You close it on Shut Up, Please?
I'm trying. I'm like, I have under 2 minutes. So now shut up, please is
Kind of in there.
that's 7 seconds of it.
Yeah.
So now the clock is ticking. I got under 2 minutes, and I'm like, shut up. I
gotta think I'm
now
doing.
I'm trying to get back into a normal joke, and I start back up, and she yells something again, and then I'm like, fuck, what do you want to say? And she was trying to bring up that she is a nurse,
Okay.
which was a reference to a joke 8 minutes prior to that.
Sure.
And I was like, okay. And she's like, well, I'm in nursing school. And I was like, okay, what kind of nurse are you going to be? And she goes, I'm going to be a pediatrician, which is a doctor.
That's a doctor.
And I said, I think you're in the wrong school. And it's going well. And she goes, no. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, how long have you been in pediatrician school? And she goes, how long have you been in how to be funny school?
Hate to hear it.
And it was like everyone did exactly what you just did. It was before she even finished the sentence. Everyone knew what she was going.
Yeah,
for.
when they go, how long have you go? Don't even.
And then it was just a big groan.
Yeah.
And I had to leave. And
well, wait. So you didn't tee off?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I was just like, I actually didn't love my response because it was just so funny to me. She just goes, "How long have you been?" Big groan from everyone, and I go, "Yeah, I mean, I think you just lost this one."
I think we're done.
And then everyone just it's fun when everyone cheers a heckler out of the room.
Yeah.
Like everyone was just kind of like, "Yes, you're done."
Let's boo this man.
And she grabbed my hand on the way off stage and tried to stop me. And I was like, "You're bordering on zero now.
Pull
this
that
is
back.
just a swing and a miss.
Don't touch me."
But it was just how long I've gotten that once before where like someone said something about like, did you go to school or like did you get a degree in being funny or something?
What are these riffs?
I mean it's like, it's
these
a
are
heckler.
horrible.
It's a heckler who's trying to get one over you.
But like
on you.
hecklers are, I mean,
It's reversing the question.
No,
you know?
I get it.
Yeah, but that's like the first thought. So I think that's why it happens so often.
But if you're gonna be a heckler, here's to all my potential hecklers out there.
Let's train you up.
If you're gonna draw all of the attention to yourself, you have to have something already, like you have to come up with a great line before you go out.
Yeah.
You can't start riffing in the middle of the entire show.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have the chops for it.
She's 500 feet out to sea.
There's no way you're
yeah.
going to come up with something slick.
Yeah, and it's like, well, the tough thing about coming up with something beforehand, too, is also we've all seen someone try it too late.
Right.
Where they came up with something.
Right.
And then they couldn't find the...
Well, I think the thing is, like, you have to be... Here's the key to being a heckler is patience. I think you have to find a line that you know works.
Yeah.
And then you wait for... I mean, you got to go through show after show after show.
You got to spend some money.
Waiting for the perfect opportunity to zing that person with your perfect line. Then everybody goes, that's not bad.
That's not bad. That was actually pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Timing was good.
Also, don't try again if it doesn't miss.
No.
That's the tough thing. Is like if you're getting body bagged, just take it and go. Because that's okay. You throw out one line, you get shut down.
Done.
And then you're kind of like, yeah, that sucked.
All right. Well, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
I forgot this person was a professional at this, and they're mean.
And just has a microphone.
Yeah.
Like, he's
People can't
louder
really hear
than
you.
me. And
Crazy.
yeah. It was...
kind of nurse are you? Electrical engineering? What?
Okay. Well...
So you're in the wrong school. It's
Also,
just
why did you want to share that so bad?
super young.
She was hammered. Yeah, young and
doesn't know
hammered.
how to do it.
Is it that level of drunk where she probably forgot why she wanted to say something about
100%.
nursing school?
100%.
And then, but all that was left in her brain, all that was left in the chamber was, I'm in nursing school.
Yep. And like you said you mentioned nursing 8 jokes ago.
Literally minute 2, probably. This is minute 14.
See, this is like how drunk she was. It's like, it's like when you look up at the sky
Yeah,
and like the light we're seeing is from a star like 8 billion
the
years ago.
opener was just hitting her. That's how
That
drunk
first
she
joke
was.
just got to
She was like, damn, that nursing thing was pretty good.
That's exactly what it is.
I got one to throw right back at him.
She's seeing sunlight
God.
from 8 centuries ago.
And then it's someone's shoveling coal into the vocal processing unit in her head. And it slowly is revving up. It's going, it's coming. It's going to get out
I
there.
really love when
Because I think
love
I
it when you
asked
don't
the
really
guy.
have to say anything. Oh, yeah, that was my next cue. Was it with a group of gals or was she with a fella?
She was with a group
Group of gals.
of, mixed group. Looked like a family group. Yeah.
I've
it was
noticed-
kind of heartbreaking that I couldn't get into it.
I know. I've noticed that like a group of gals
Yeah.
don't shut down their friend as much as a guy will like put his hand on his girlfriend's leg.
Girlfriend, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Early dating, no.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen where a guy just gets up and leaves.
Man.
He goes, "This isn't what I thought it was.
God.
I'll see ya.
Damn it.
Bye." And then I see that guy and I say, "Sir, good for you. Get the hell out of here." I don't know if I could date a heckler. Do you imagine really falling in love with somebody and you go to a comedy show and they're a heckler?
Oh, it would suck. Well, because all it's saying is like, well, it's a couple things. You don't understand social cues.
Yep.
And you kind of are an egotistical maniac.
100%. You don't value other people's time.
Yeah.
You think everything should be about you.
It's really, honestly, if you're blacked out drunk, it's more forgivable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a totally sober heckle?
I've seen a couple guys, yeah.
I could see that.
I've had a couple, for
I
sure.
could see that. Where they're like, you're not funnier than me, dude.
Yeah, and political shit.
Yeah. My boys think I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody at the
waiting for you to
driving
make me
range.
laugh, man.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
That's all that's up with me.
When are you going to start telling jokes?
That's what I'm waiting for. When did you get your degree in how to be funny school?
When did you graduate from hilarious college?
Because she should have said clown school first, or clown college.
Clown college, yeah.
I didn't even get that right. Don't heckle.
It's hard. See, you couldn't even get it right.
Do it in a scenario that I was giving notes on.
It's a hard thing.
It's
and
a
if
really
you do,
hard
just get dunked on
and move on.
Nobody likes it.
I actually had a guy apologize to me the other night too, and that's like great.
After the show,
He shouted something out. I told him to shut up, and then afterwards he's like, "I don't know why I said that, man. It was a great show."
Sometimes
and I'm like, "That's no problem."
Sometimes it just people blurt shit.
Yeah, he was excited.
Yeah. He's having a good time. He's laughing. He goes.
He thought, and it was a riff. He thought he had a riff, which is just that you don't have a riff.
No, the only riff I've ever heard is the guy going.
That's the funniest thing.
That's the only funny riff.
It's so low common denominator.
Wait till it's quiet. Hit him with a fart noise.
Hit him with a fart in the silence. I don't want to encourage that because it will work.
No, we can't actually encourage this because it is perfect.
No, and it really did fuck with our good friend Greg Kennedy in the middle of a set when that guy did it 2 times in a row.
That's actually the perfect person to do it.
Second fart was like, what the fuck?
It is the perfect person to do it too, because he's gonna melt down.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of melting down, we just got a DM to the roommate-in-law Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can only see like a little bit of it.
Yeah.
A little bit of the message. This says, "Someone make sure Tim ...
I'm sure it's gonna say
knows he's loved
doesn't
and
act
valued.
too mentally healthy this week."
Should I read it?
Yeah, we can't leave that
no.
cliffhanger out there unless it's really fucked up. Someone make sure Tim invites me to the wedding.
Someone make sure Tim is sitting down when he sees that Michael Clayton ranked 93 on NYT's top 100 movies of the 21st century.
Now, how do you feel about that?
I would say 93 is low.
That's what I thought.
I would like to see the list.
Sure.
But I am happy that it cracked the top hunch.
More importantly, where is Training Day?
Where is Training Day? Here comes a dumbass cue. What's the 21st century?
Huh. That's after 2000, I think.
Is that 2000?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
2000
to now.
2000 to now.
Century is 100.
So then why would they be making
we're only a quarter of the way
through.
Well, I guess it's a good time to do it. These people are like, we're not going to be alive. So I got this idea for a list.
Let's get it out now.
AI will just write
of the century, 21st century. Yeah,
so
we're in the 21st
years.
century.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because it wasn't even made in the 90s. So it couldn't be 1900
When was
to
Training
2000.
Day? No, that's the 20th century.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in... now I have to kind of look this up.
No, we are... Oh, you can't go through the list right now.
Well, can I just look at a few?
No.
NYT...
This is not... This is not going to be good pod.
NYT top 100 movies.
You don't have a subscription to the New York Times.
Oh, they're going to put me at a paywall.
Yeah, you're going to be able to see the first 3. And then they're going to go...
Top
guess
Punch.
What? And you know what? Zoran's going to make it free.
Oh, God, they have so many... Email address. Oh, my God. Just give me the list. Hey, whoever... Take a screenshot of this and send it to my ass. I must know.
God,
I'm not signing up to the failing New York Times.
I have one more. The failing New York Times.
I was waiting for you to get that. What the hell?
Sorry. I do subscribe because I'm trying to keep them alive.
Sure, they need it.
And I just do the crossword puzzle. But I have one more etiquette thing I'd like to recommend at a comedy show.
Okay.
This is the second time this has happened, and I believe we discussed it the first time.
Lay it on me, Tom.
I was at a show in New Hampshire with Geoff Asmus. I get off stage. Jeff is up there doing his thing. I'm in the back of the room.
Sure.
Guy comes up. He goes, "Hey, good set." I go, "Thank you." He goes, "Can I buy you a beer?" I go, "I'm all right. Thank you, though. You know, they hook us up if we need anything." And he goes, "Okay." Goes and sits down. And I'm just like, I look over and I'm like, I can feel him. He's just looking at me. And I'm like, what's going on over there? They're clearly like saying something amongst the table.
Oh, brother, come on. You're speaking my language now.
Then they come, they hate me. Yeah. And then he comes back and he goes, come sit with our table. Ooh. You don't have to stand here in the back. And I'm like,
he thinks you're lonely?
Yeah. And this is the second time this has happened.
He's like, this guy doesn't have any friends.
Yeah. And I go, no, one of my best friends is right there on stage. I'm
all
watching
his friends are on stage. He's lonely.
Watching him do stand-up comedy.
This is brutal.
And then here's the tough thing. Now I have to make up a lie for why I can't come and sit.
Oh, no. Actually, I got to stand right here in the back.
Because I don't want to.
You should have said it like it is a big thing.
Funny.
And just,
ooh, actually, I have to not do that.
Yeah, no. I got to be standing right where I'm at right now.
No explanation.
Oh, dude, I would.
Dude, I would
if I wasn't standing right here, I totally would.
If I didn't want to, I definitely would.
If we were even acquaintances, I might consider it.
If you were kind of like really aggressively inviting me over there, I might actually do it.
Were the people all looking over like,
yes, dude.
Oh,
and that's why.
No.
And so my lie was like, I had set up a camera. I was filming the show, but it's a setup.
Camera's all the way over there.
It was right. It was 12 feet from me.
Okay, yeah. You got to watch the camera.
That's it. I got to man the camera. It's not
even being manned.
You just hit record. I'm not doing it. It's not on like a. I got
to hit the power button on this thing like 25 minutes ago.
Yeah,
so.
after the show. I got to make sure it's recording at the start of the show, and then I got to turn it off again at the end. After
so what did you go with?
I said I have to man the camera.
That works.
And then he goes, "You got to man the camera," and I go, "Yes, I gotta."
Yeah, so I gotta man this camera.
And then I walked
you gotta
over
start
there,
picking up on some social cues.
Yeah.
I need you to start picking up on what's happening right now.
You gotta realize that the most you're gonna get out of me already happened on stage.
Yeah,
and I'm better up there.
That's all I got.
You saw the best part of me.
That's my entire personality distilled down into 15.
Yeah, it was tight. It was 10. You saw an elongated guesty. That's the best you're ever gonna see of Tom. I'm not going to come to your table during one of my best pals' sets and then bring a fire hang.
No, an elongated 10 is the best you're going to see at Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's poetry.
God, I mean, yeah, also like, what is that going to change? I think this is what we talked about the first time. Because the first time this happened was when it was a guy who was like, it was like a weird entitled-esque. This did seem like a nicer guy.
Yeah.
The other guy was like, come sit with us. And then he was actually like upset when I wouldn't.
Are you too good for us?
And then I was like, well, you don't like get to just like that's not part of the ticket prices. Like you get the boy too.
yeah. Like
I'll have the boy who featured.
Yeah, this isn't like renting a prostitute for an
That's
hour.
how it really felt. We
bought tickets to the show.
Yeah, because that guy he asked the waitress why I wouldn't sit with them.
Wait, this new guy?
No, the other guy. I think that's why I talked about it the first time. It was like jarring. The waitress comes in the green room and she's like, that guy's really mad you won't sit with them.
That's crazy. They want to do like the Back to the Future thing where they like shoot at your feet and it's like, dance, boy, dance.
Yes.
And they want you to sit there and tap dance while they're shooting bullets at your feet.
But we brought this up the first time. What do you expect from me during the show?
I think they think you're going to come over there. Wait. Because they wanted to come sit with you in the showroom?
Yeah, like,
oh.
This is during, in this case, Jeff's set. The first time it was during Kelsey's set.
Wait, so I thought they wanted you to like come sit out by the bar with them.
No, this is at their table.
And like riff.
This is during the show.
Oh, this makes no sense.
Yeah, so like you want me to come be quiet next to you?
Yeah, you just want to look over and go like, yeah. Hey man, you want to come over and give knowing glances to us for the next 25 minutes? What? Hey man, wasn't that a great joke?
See, that's what I mean. That's why I think this is such bad etiquette.
It's crazy etiquette. It's people that liked what you did.
Yeah.
And I think this guy was trying to, the first guy, I think he was trying to be like, I paid for a ticket, you have to entertain me.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to like show off to his wife. He was like an older guy with a young wife.
Oh, right. Well, hey, watch me bully a guy.
Yeah, hey, I bet I can get that guy to sit down with us.
Check it out. He's just a feature.
He didn't even offer to pay me anything.
Or like buy you a drink.
I think he did offer me that.
He's like, actually, yeah, if you can run up and grab us two, but you get free drinks.
But yeah, he goes, do you get free drinks here? And I'm thinking he's going to ask to buy me one. I'm like, I'm actually all good. Yeah, they hooked me up.
Yeah. Awesome. Could you grab like 3 and just say them for you?
For the table? Yeah. You probably have a problem, so they won't be surprised if you order 3 at once.
This guy, I think he thought he was being nice. He
had a much nicer vibe.
This guy's standing. We could easily make room for him.
Yeah.
You know? We like what he did.
Yeah.
Still lame.
And then then I'm in the showroom, and the whole rest of the show, I'm going, this guy keeps looking over at me. I just had to leave the showroom.
And then he's going like, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. He forgot that he has to man the camera.
Man the camera.
Tom,
Hey, I got this.
you left the camera in here unattended.
Hey, Jeff, do you know where Tom went? I just want
Said
to
he
make
was
sure
on
you're
camera,
getting
dude.
this.
Actually, is Greg around? Greg! That is fun. It's insane,
Yeah.
but it is quite fun.
But, like, if that ever crosses your mind to be nice and be like, maybe they want to sit with us, it's honestly a weird proposal.
What you're allowed to do is what the guy did initially. You say, hey, man, can I get you a drink?
Yeah.
And he goes, yes or no, and then leave it.
Great.
And then when you're leaving the show, you go, hey, really enjoyed your stuff.
Snap a pic.
Snap a pic. Hey, what's your Insta?
Yep.
Get the hell out of there.
There we go.
You know, here's what you don't do. You never say, I've been thinking about doing comedy.
Can I ask you, can I pick your brain?
Go ahead and pick it.
Would you ever, I got one recently. I responded to a nice email, and that was just like, hey, I saw your stuff. Big fan. I go, hey, thank you so much. Means a lot.
Yeah.
Next email, 6 paragraphs, questions about comedy. Been thinking about getting into it. Here's my biggest reservation is I don't have anyone to run jokes by. So can I run them by you?
What do you think? People not have lives? Do you think this guy's going to be
Here's
sitting
the thing.
around?
I got the time, but you can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that. Did you read any of the jokes?
There was none sent yet.
Oh, okay.
It was
So
like,
it was
would
6
you
paragraphs
want to
about
be just like the
wanting
process
to
of
do
wanting to start?
the process.
It wasn't actually
of
6, but it was
wanting
it
to
was
start.
it was a long email.
Folks, if you want to do comedy, find a local open mic, write 5 minutes of material, memorize every word, go to the open mic, sign up, do the things you wrote, and then boom, yeah, you're doing it.
I'm gonna show you it.
Oh no!
I just want to show you how long it is. Oh, come on.
93 does seem low for Michael Clayton. I don't know if I could pick 92 movies better than Michael Clayton.
Well, it's hard without seeing the list.
I know.
You are right.
The failing New York Times won't show me the list.
Oh my god,
Tom,
you got to stop shitting on the New York Times, dude. It's
93 is low. 93 is low. I mean, it's a generational movie. Everyone should be talking about it. I don't know why I'm not seeing more of it. Bolshevik.
Okay, I don't know where this fucking.
I'll just take your word for it that
Yeah.
it was long.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Oh, here it is. It pretty long.
It's two
Not
long
6
ones.
paragraphs,
Yeah,
but it's 2 long.
Those are
ones.
two
Yeah.
very long ones.
And it was, hey, since I actually got a response from a real life person, I've been thinking about doing comedy for a long time. No!
Don't say that. This is going into this thing of people. Stop broadcasting your L's. Why are we broadcasting our L's? What you just said was that no one talks to me.
Yeah.
And that I have been reaching out and no one has been responding.
Yeah, it's actually, I feel really bad talking about this publicly now.
Well,
now I feel
we
really
can
bad.
edit it out. We never said a name, but this is someone who might not
they
know
might not
how to
know.
interact with human beings.
Right.
Look, you're allowed to send that. You and I have both sent humiliating things to comedians when we were young in stand-up.
I waited till I was at least a week and a half in before sending anything.
I'd been
crazy.
doing comedy for 3 months, and I reached out to Nate Bargatze's manager.
And
Let me
I
say
sent a
let me-
clip.
let me say
I
that
sent
again,
my first
folks.
ever. I sent my first ever clip to a very famous comedian and asked if I could open for him. And I will not say who it is.
I know who it is.
I know.
But, like, sure, have we all done dumb shit? You'd better believe it.
Yeah.
But don't.
You don't
but
need to broadcast.
Don't broadcast the L. Don't say, holy shit, somebody finally responded.
Yeah.
I've sent out 200 of these things. Also, he's taken a little away from you, Tom.
A little bit. Yeah. Well, now that I got you.
Holy
here,
shit, this guy actually
yeah.
responded.
Wow, you're the only person who has the time to read these.
Clearly got a
I
little.
go, fuck.
He's got a little Tom on his hands.
You're right. Yeah, God, I can make some Tom for you. A little spare Tom.
Come on, that's a fun riff.
Oh, God. What's going on in your world, Timothy?
Oh, life is hell. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to be more posy because I did get a couple of messages of people being like, brother, my mother is a psychiatrist and she'll take it on pro bono.
Wow, take her up on that.
That was a joke. No one said that. But
damn.
it was the overall vibe.
Doctors are fucking...
It was the overall vibe, Tom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think there was a moment on a pod maybe last week or 2 weeks before where you really doubled down.
On what?
I don't know. I gave you an out for something, but you were like, no, but here's the thing. I realize the things that are wrong with me, and I don't do anything about it.
What about, can people not have any sort of self-reflection anymore?
No, I know, but I think we had already moved on, and then you brought it right back.
Well, yeah, because I needed to get the evil out.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Sorry, this pod is my therapy.
There. Oh God. If
Podcasting
anyone is
my
using
therapy.
this podcast as therapy, reach out and I'll send you a link.
Reach out. I'm not going to respond. Send it to Tom. He's responding to everybody, apparently.
Yeah, I got the Tom.
He's got the Tom on his hands.
You send me. An
But you
email.
know what? I'm allowed to, if I have something on my heart, Tom,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get it out.
I wasn't against
you know me.
saying it.
I'm going to get it
I
out.
just think that was the moment where people said, "I'm going to send a DM."
Well, let me just make sure Tim knows he's loved. There were several people that were like, "Hey, brother, like we love you,"
That's awesome.
and they were total strangers. And hey, I
They
appreciate
were totally
it.
strange.
Totally strange.
God, that's beautiful.
That's what I say right before, right after I kickflip.
You go.
Totally
Ready to
strange.
see something totally strange?
A
Kickflip.
McTwist.
Eat shit.
God, I wish I could skateboard.
Me
Did
too.
you ever go through a skateboarding phase?
It was literally 1 week.
Yeah, I went.
I got
through
my Aunt Mary to buy me a skateboard for my birthday.
hell yeah.
And then I sucked at it, and I was like, I don't know.
I bought some Airwalks. I bought a skateboard.
What's an Airwalk?
They were like a brand of like skateboarding shoes.
Oh, okay.
They were like Vans before Vans.
Yeah.
I think Vans were still out, but like Airwalks were like also a thing.
Okay.
So I bought some of those, and then I
cool name.
scuffed them up really bad, and I was like, I'm done being a skater.
Oh, aren't they supposed to be though?
Yeah, but they were like brand new, and then they
you're
got
like,
all,
"Damn,
you know,
fucked it up with the skateboard.
really fucked them up. So I was pretty bummed out
It's
about
also
that.
really hard.
Dude,
Takes
it's
a lot
so
of time.
hard. I thought it was gonna be like I'm gonna be sick of this in like 3 days.
Right.
So then I moved on to BMX
I
biking.
gotta.
also
Oh,
super
wow.
hard.
Yeah, that seems
Super
also more
hard.
dangerous, man.
Way more. And then I went on to freestyle biking, really difficult as well.
And then you just settled on corner jump shots.
No, and then before all of that, I guess this was after, and then I went on to pretending to be a black guy.
Okay.
And that was actually easier.
And that was you were driving in basketball.
Oh, no.
Because
I
corner
was just-
three is more of a white guy.
That's
move.
a white guy move. Yeah. No, I was like talking shit and dunking on people.
Wow, cool.
No, I was
forget
pretty
they
much
used
just
to
like
be able
wearing
to-
a FUBU jersey and like had a chain.
And was learning a lot of Michael Jackson dances.
Oh, but that was more like that wasn't like trying to be a black guy. I just really was fascinated.
That was trying to be a white guy.
I was trying to be a white woman actually.
Come on.
I was just really fascinated with that guy. I couldn't believe the way he was moving around. I said, I
Yeah.
want to move around like that.
You got to show the world your dance moves someday.
I'd tear an ACL. That shit's over.
Yeah, you can get back into it.
I'd have to lose 93 pounds.
Nah,
88.
10.
10?
10, you're moonwalking again.
Yeah, I could probably hit
You get some airwalks and hit the moonwalk.
hit the
You're a
moonwalk,
kid
and then
again.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Holy hell. But yeah, I went through a lot of little phases in my life. Were you a phase guy? I feel like you were always this guy.
No, I was a phase guy. I was like, I would get really into like I've had several I'm gonna make music phases.
Okay.
Where I'm like,
But it was also with it was always like an acoustic guitar and a piano though, right?
no, like I've had a couple like I'm gonna like make electronic music. Like I've made beats when I like
Okay.
when I lived in San
beat
Francisco.
phase. I like beat
was
phase.
like, I was like, let me get into like Logic, the like music program.
Right.
And like learn how to make beats. And I made like one, and then I was like,
was
that was a
trash.
lot of work, and it was really bad. and if you just use the loops that are in GarageBand, they're like so
Just
good.
way better.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like I think everyone does go through a thing where it's like, all right, if I just start this, I'm gonna be super good at it pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially if I only have like 20% passion towards it.
Yeah. I just kind of want all the fruits, and I don't want to do any of the labor.
But it's cool because, like, I don't know, stand up, it's like that was one thing we did where it's like you don't see anything for 5 years.
For a long time,
Yeah.
maybe never.
Just stare off really far into the distance.
Everybody's like, oh nope, Tim's depressed again.
Oh, God.
No, but I don't know. Something about stand up felt different. It was like, boy, this is just fun.
Well,
as
you
hell.
do get, even if you mostly suck, if one thing works, there is an endorphin release.
You go, yeah, there it is.
So it's like, I guess I'm incredible at this.
I just need 44 more of those.
If I just focus on that small part, then I could actually feel pretty good about the whole thing.
See, hey, guy who wrote the email, listen to this. This is actually gold.
Yeah.
All you need's one pop per set.
Get one
for
pop
10
and
years.
it'll keep you going.
And then you got something cooking.
Also, just do it a lot.
Do it a
That's
lot.
the only answer to anything ever.
Ignore everything else in your life and just do it every
Learn
single
from us.
night.
If you want to skateboard, you can't give up if your shoes get a little scuffed.
God Dude, I really like those airwalks.
I
too.
know. It's like, that's a good lesson.
But I
you're
really
like,
scuffed them up.
you clearly didn't want to skateboard that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Boy, I almost ruined my relationship.
If you
doing
scuffed your
stand-up.
shoes up,
Scuffed my fucking life up doing stand-up.
yeah, but you stuck with it.
Pretty scuffy, though.
It's scuffed.
People going, damn, what happened? You're all scuffed up.
Damn, you got some scuff.
Sorry, I was working on
yeah,
art.
Shaved in a couple days.
It's
Come
called
on.
scruff,
Oh,
dude.
scruff.
Let's go.
You want to come sit at our table, watch the rest of the show?
We got a couple of Moz sticks with your name on it.
Yeah, we'll share a pitcher of beer. We don't have enough glasses,
We don't have
so you
enough.
can drink out of the pitcher.
Actually, yeah, it's totally fine. Actually, not this part because I was drinking out of that part. So just use that over there.
From the handle side.
But what's going on in my life, Tom? I mean, 1 month, T-minus 1 month, I'm going to have a gold ring on
You
my
excited
finger.
to wear a ring?
I think that is the thing. I obviously like marrying the person that we've been.
Blah, blah, blah,
With
blah,
all,
blah.
but
Yeah,
like,
we get it. You love her.
I'm pumped about having a gold ring on my
It's
finger.
fun. I'm kind of jealous.
I know, right? It's like that's what you're like. Oh shit, that's like what a man.
Maybe
does.
I can wear one too.
On
and
the
then
other
if people ask, I go, my podcast co-host got married.
No, my boy got married though, and I couldn't be
that's-
there. So I told him I'd
I
wear a
said
ring.
I would wear a ring though. That's normal.
Everybody's like, "Is that a thing?" You're like, is it not?
Hammered talking to no one in an Irish pub in the middle of Galway.
Just shadow boxing. I love the idea of shadow boxing when things aren't going well.
Tim getting married in fucking Louisiana. I don't know why that would be. I would be
So pissed.
Yeah.
And like, why are you in Chicago?
I couldn't go to the wedding. Yeah.
Mad at yourself. But I don't know. There's something about wearing a gold ring. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like because you see.
Do you have it?
Well, yeah, I mean, Lizzie has it.
Okay. I don't know when people get them.
Yeah.
How quick?
Well, yeah, it's like
How long has she had it?
not long.
Oh, okay. Well, you got engaged
12 years ago.
a couple years ago.
Even when we got
I ripped my
engaged-
favorite pair of jeans that night.
Did you? Oh, because you were crawling over the fence.
Climbed over a fence and
was a tall
almost
fence.
skewered my nutsack.
That was a tall fence.
And it was a wrought iron fence.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pointy.
Your nuts would have been.
Man, I was
On.
reckless. I was 26.
Well,
and
wait, I
reckless.
thought I left a key.
Yes, you did, but the back gate was locked. You
But
left-
it works on the back gate.
No, it was not working. I think you left the key at the back door of the apartment.
Back door of the. No, I left it under the rock. I know that.
I had to climb a fence, and
I
I'm
think
not
you-
like the biggest moron.
Well, I think you got impatient.
Maybe.
I think maybe you hit a couple of like,
And I
I'm
go,
climbing.
Tim's an idiot. He left me the wrong key.
Yeah, I'm climbing.
Yeah.
I had to do that at Luke Newman's apartment in Chicago. He was like, "Hey, it's no big deal. Just climb the fence." And I was like, "Yeah,
That
totally."
can't be the plan.
And then I get there, and it's like 10 feet tall, and I'm like, "Brother,
Did you get over it?
I did, but like, it took me like, because you like jump, and then it's,
and then you're just kind of there.
well, then it's this move." Then you got to pull all your weight up until you're like kind of hoisted like that.
Yeah.
And then you can get the legs over. But this move,
Also, the swinging the legs over is so dangerous.
so dangerous. And I was 37 at this point, and I'm going. I jump.
I
up,
was like, really?
I jump up on the thing, and I'm like, I was 36.
No.
Either way, way too old to be jumping a fence. And I jump up, and I like, and I had to like drop, and I step back, and a guy was like walking his dog, and he straight up goes, "You don't have it like you used to, huh?"
What the fuck? No, for real?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
But he was an older guy.
Okay.
So I
all right,
appreciated
that's
that.
allowed,
It was
actually.
kind of
Yeah.
camaraderie.
He goes, I could never.
Yeah, he was
I
like,
would
"Brother,
never even.
It
do
was
that."
kind of a fuck.
Yeah, he's
are
like, what are you doing? You were 30 at the time?
36.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were kidding. I thought this was like a long time ago.
I lived here and was going back to Chicago.
This is like a what? 6
This is
months
2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
This is, year and a half ago.
I have no idea how old you are.
49.
You were 36 right now.
I am 36.
Okay, we're going with 36.
I tell people I'm a different age every time I talk to them.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
kinda
I
fun.
just said I was 30 to someone yesterday and then clocked it that I'm 31, and I was like, nah, whatever.
Well, it's kind of fun because I can't, if I say 44, people believe me.
Yeah, it's not fun though.
And if I say 34, people believe me. Anything
Yeah, why
under,
would you say 44?
it's just kind of fun. Because
Hurt your own feelings?
Well, no, because people go, "Dang, looks pretty good."
Okay, that's fair.
Damn, 44?
Yeah,
What's your secret?
and you go.
And I say, you got to moisturize every single day.
My secret is I got 8 more years.
Yeah, I'm a liar. That's my secret. But then you say 34, and they go, "Huh,
He looks pretty good.
yeah, maybe if his hair didn't go country on him, he'd be fine."
Country.
He's gone country. Look at them boots.
Okay,
It's just like a little thing I picked up.
I like that.
I got my haircut, Tom.
It looks good.
I know. I see you staring at it.
It's good. It's a good haircut.
I know. I'm happy with it. Shout out to my boy Matthew.
Wow. Is this another new one?
Well, this is the guy the last guy I went to, Noah. He was my guy for a little bit, and then he kind of fell off the cliff. They always
do. God, you have such commitment issues with these guys.
No, but
I think you lose communication with them.
No, I'm very communicative with these guys.
And you're not saying, hey, it's falling off?
Oh, I don't even address that. You give me a stinker 2 times in a row, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about this. That goes from a 35-minute haircut to a 17-minute haircut.
God,
and I go, I see what's happening.
Scuffs on your hair, you go, I'm quit.
Out.
I quit.
No, but I've fallen or I've failed up the ladder of the Black Rabbit Barbershop. So now Matthew is the owner of the shop.
That's who you're with. Well, because they're going, none of us can beat this guy.
Well, it's also, he can't afford to be handing out stinkers. He owns the shop.
Right.
He's the representation of the entire shop.
Yeah.
So here's a little move I pulled. What do you think about this fucking shit? I showed him a photo of the last time he gave me a haircut. And I said, my fiance said, this is the best haircut I've ever gotten.
This is big.
And he was like, well, that's what I'm aiming for. I was like, well, brother, you absolutely cooked it.
Wow.
So, now I think he wants to keep up. I got to give this guy a fire cut.
Yeah, you're saying you did a great job last time.
So don't fuck this one up.
I hope you do a good job again.
And I think he did all right.
That's pretty good.
We love Matthew. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, that is. It's kind of diabolical, and I like it.
Well,
but
I finally
also have you told him that you've fucked all of his barbers?
No. I'm finally learning from you.
I've absolutely ran through all of your barbers, and none of them have been able to cut my hair right. So let's see what you got.
Your barbers are straight ran through, guy.
I am the final boss for your barbershop.
I know. I guess if he starts fucking me up, I got to go to a different barbershop.
Yeah.
This is like
they're
going
to go out of business because you're getting your hair cut once a week.
No, once every 6 weeks.
That's pretty good.
Up from Chicago. Chicago's once every 2 weeks.
That is so insane. You're getting your hair cut like a billionaire.
Yeah, it was really
insane.
Really stupid. I'm like straight. I was like a rapper. Rappers get a cut.
Yeah, they like travel with a barber.
Yeah, they use it as it's like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah,
but they get a cut like every afternoon. I was straight up, and Lizzie was always like, "Stop it! What are you doing?"
It also doesn't look different after 2 weeks.
I know. Lizzie's like, because I'm always like, "How's my haircut look?" She's like, "Your hair hasn't changed.
It literally
in 13 years." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, it has."
The only time I've seen it look different is in the pandemic when you let it really get long.
Well, we all had to.
Yeah.
And it was long.
The beard was rough.
The beard was crazy.
Me too.
Yeah, you went beard fisse for a while.
I had a rough one.
It got pretty big.
Yeah.
You were out in the woods.
I saw a picture recently and I was like, yuck.
Dude, same. I was going, what was I doing with the beard?
I mean, we just didn't have anywhere to go.
I know. But
I was on corporate Zoom calls every day.
Bearding it?
Yeah, really. Yeah. In the woods. Crazy. Hat on, beard.
Crazy. I think every guy has to go through a beard phase.
Yeah.
I think it's like an important part.
I know. Right now, my girlfriend is one.
Come on.
Come on.
Go ahead and clip that out, folks. That's a keeper. Do we have a freaking zero this week?
I did not have one.
I don't think
I had a swing and a miss. Either. I did not have a zero.
Yeah, that's not a zero.
We're
okay with that. We're not mad at that behavior.
I had a funny little thing, and then I think we can wrap this up.
Funny little thing called Tom.
I got a magic coffee shop going on. I'll say this. You know, we've talked about this before.
A magic coffee shop?
Yeah, I'll explain.
Okay, yeah.
We've talked about this before on the podcast. If you ever recognize one of us in public, say something, because neither of us gets recognized to a point where it's ever been annoying.
No.
And
I've never been like, let me live my life.
Exactly. I always explain it this way. I go, anytime anyone has ever recognized me from stand-up comedy, I have been way more excited about that than they are.
Keep it together, keep it together.
Yeah,
keep it together.
I go, wow, that is going to get me through like a long time.
Yeah, hey, trust me, if you're nervous, I am way more nervous.
And you just kind of recognize me from like a clip or something.
Yeah.
And so this coffee shop right by my girlfriend's place. I've been going there a little bit. I went there morning of the Fallon taping. I'm super nervous. I'm anxious. I go out for a long walk. I end up going in there, grabbing a coffee, and a guy in there goes, "Hey man, I'm a big fan of your stand-up."
Needed it.
And it was one of the baristas, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then
free
it's
coffee.
Like, and then it's a little And then it's a little less because then he's like, "I'm a comic," and then you're like, "All right, that's less fun." Yeah. And then whatever. So now I leave.
That's the guy who sent the email.
Probably. And then I leave, and then I go back like the next week, and I go in, and the owner is in there, and he goes, he goes, "Hey, Tommy, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "We all watched your set. It was great."
There we go.
On Jimmy. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Now he hooks it up with a free biscuit.
That'll play.
I'll take anything free.
That'll
I'll take
absolutely
a dog
play.
biscuit.
Yeah,
Anything
absolutely.
free. I'm like, yeah.
Throws it on the ground.
Yeah. I'd be like, "Thank you so much."
He was a good boy, Tom.
Now I'm like, this is my fucking coffee shop.
100%.
I'm going in there all the time.
100. Even when you're not thirsty.
I go in there today. Anytime I'm thirsty, I need a coffee. I'm like, man, I cannot get hydrated.
Parched, man. Can I get a hot coffee?
Put some milk in it. I go in there today, and I get my coffee. The guy is in there again, and he's like,
Wait, which guy? Which guy?
The owner.
Okay, huge.
And he's like, "We love that you come here. We're a fan of you." And
Love
I go, "Thank you, dude. It, honestly, like it means more to you than it does to me." That's what I tell him.
No, the other way around.
Oh, sorry. It means more. That's so funny. Yeah, this is huge for you, and it really, I don't care about it at all.
Hey, I just want you to know, man, this means almost nothing to me, and I know it's like a huge moment in your life.
Also, these biscuits kind of suck.
These are super gross, and the coffee's mid, but I need a little morale boost.
So, what'd you say your name was again? I don't care. See you later.
Oh, who gives a fuck? I'm going to Starbucks.
Can't wait till this place is $1. Oh God. No, I go, it means so much. Thank you. Like that you watched and stuff. That's cool. And I turn and this girl is standing at like the milk station and she goes, "Are you Tommy Brennan?"
What the hell?
And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I thought you were." And then she goes, "I'm a huge fan of Geoff Asmus."
Yes.
And I was like, I started laughing out loud.
The owner's like, "That's where I know you from."
Dude, it's exactly like it was so funny because it was such a setup where I was like, is this a bit? Like, is everyone being like, "Hey, everyone pretend to know this guy"?
This is one of those like North Korean stores where it's like it's all a front.
Exactly.
And this is just a front.
It was a little Truman Show-ish.
Yeah.
Where it was like, she's like standing there looking at me as I turn.
So funny.
And then just it hit me. She goes, "I'm a big fan of Geoff Asmus." And then she was like, "Sorry, I saw you at his show." And I was like, that was perfect.
That's so
That
funny.
was incredible.
That's when you clock she's wearing a "My Neck, My Back, Stop the War in
Stop
Iraq"
the war
shirt.
in Iraq, yeah. God.
Oh, we love this.
But it was kind of just beautiful because it was like, I was like, man, I'm kind of getting a crazy ego in this coffee shop.
I mean, like, so when you go, now when you're going in there,
If someone doesn't recognize me, it's kind of a shitty morning.
you're like, okay, well,
I mean, truthfully, it's
I'm gonna
only
pretend
been,
to drop
it's only
this
been
and I'm gonna
3
come back
people.
in.
Yeah.
and let's redo this, everyone.
Damn, I spilled this.
Hello.
And it's, my name's written right on there. Maybe you want to just take a look first before you.
Hey, does that one say Tommy Brennan on it?
I wrote the last name on there.
It's in a
It says,
different
"As
color?
seen on the Tonight Show." He's like, "What?" Yeah,
That's
it was
very,
a fun
very
little
fun.
ego check. The world comes around
It always brings you down, and that's the beauty of being alive, folks.
in New York City.
Doesn't let you get away with it.
I think we can wrap this bad boy up.
Put a bow on this
We're
motherfucker.
right at an hour.
Let's put a bow on her. Hey, folks, I mean, you know what I'm going to say. Give us a damn
We already hit
review
the plug.
on
Sorry.
Spotify.
Now we're just rapping. But yeah, hit Spotify, hit YouTube, hit Instagram. Send us a note. Send us your zeros. Keep an
send
eye
us a
out for
damn
some
zero.
shitty behavior out there.
People have been, you know what? I think Trump is making people realize that they need to be kinder to people.
Maybe.
So maybe
Let's get a little ceasefire of our own out there.
Yeah, I think maybe this is a big psyop, and it's like this is we see the worst human being of all time, and we go, hey, maybe we're going to be a little kinder to each other.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I like that theory.
Yeah,
That's a real glass half nice.
glass half kind,
Yeah.
glass half
Full
of joy.
cold brew. It's not worth anything unless someone says good job.
Hey guys, we love you so much.
We love you. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
He married my sister, now we're living together.